Okay, what we're going to do now is create a very basic HTML web page with what we've learned so far. Now, this is the basic web page we're going to build. I've called it Brad's Basic Website, and it just has the things that we've learned so far: paragraph tags, images, tables, links, forms, lists, headings, a little bit of emphasis, and I even threw in a couple horizontal rules in there, which is a new tag that I'll show you. So obviously, if you want, you can go ahead and try and create your own HTML site. It doesn't have to be like this at all. You could just build something and using all the things we've learned so far, just as practice. But of course, if you want to follow along, we're going to build the basic website that I'm showing you right here on the screen. So let's go ahead and open up our code editor again and create a new file called html_project.html. And I'm going to go ahead and add that basic structure in there. And then change the title to HTML project. Now, the first thing that we want to do is add a level 1 heading and give a little bit of a title there. Brad's Basic Website. If you want, you can go ahead and name it whatever you'd like. And just a heads up, I added an image folder as a download to the images lecture just a few back. And it has images that you can feel free to use in this final site. It does have an image of me, my face, that I am using in this project. So you can use that if you'd like, or you can just use one of your own images or something that you've Googled or whatever. This is kind of a free reign. You can kind of play around with whatever you'd like to do, but of course you can obviously follow along. Next up, we have a paragraph tag. Hi, my name is Brad, and welcome to my very basic HTML website. And I'm going to add some emphasis here. My name is Brad is going to be in strong tags. And welcome to my very basic HTML website. We'll be using emphasis. There we go. And then below here, I'm going to add an HR tag, and it's pretty much like the break tag. It's self-closing, and it adds a horizontal rule across the page. So that's the HR tag. Let's add another level 2 heading here. Some info about me. Let's add an image tag, and then we need to add a source, and we're going to grab that images folder, and I'm going to get that brad.jpg. This one there, little preview. Alt text would be Brad Hussey, smiling. And the height was 300 pixels and the width was the same. Great. Now we're going to add a table with some information about me. Let's check it out so far in the browser to see what this looks like. Here we go. This is what we got so far. Looking pretty basic. But it's the principle behind the whole thing. We're trying to exercise our HTML skills. All right, next up, we got a table. You got to open and close that table tag. In the table, you're going to have a table row, as you should know. And table row, we're going to start with some table headings. Let's go name, another table heading. We're going to say gender. Let's do another table heading, website, and another table heading. Whoops. I meant TH. And that will be hobbies. Let's add another table row. And inside that table row, we've got a TD tag. And the name is Brad Hussey. Another table data tag. Male for the gender. Table data tag. This will be bradhussey.ca is the website. But let's make that a hyperlink, linking to my actual website. And the href will be the absolute URL, http://bradhussey.ca. And then we have one more table data tag, and that will be biking, surfing, coding for hobbies. And after the table tag, let's just close that up with a horizontal rule. Cool. Check it out. There we go. We've got our table there with some information. Okay. After our HR, let's add a level 3 heading. And there we'll say a random list. Paragraph tag, who doesn't love a good old-fashioned random list? I know I love a good old-fashioned random list. We're going to add a UL tag here and do an unordered list. First list item, Pacific Ocean. What else is random? Tornado. And one more random thing off the top of your head. Rubber boots. Boom. After that UL closing tag, add a horizontal rule. And we're going to add a level 4 heading here. And in that, I'm going to say, send me an email. This is a good opportunity for us to use a form. So form tag, open and close. In there, we're going to add a field set. And then between those, we're going to do a legend. And the legend will say, enter your info below. That'll work. And now we're going to add some form inputs to name, email, and a message. So start off with a label. Whoops. We'll say name, input, type, text. And you can add a placeholder if you want. John Snow. Let's add another label here. Email. Input type will be email. Now, I want to add some space between these because if you look in the browser, they're going to be side by side. I'd like them to be on top of each other. So let's add 2 break tags right here to give some space. Now, once we get to CSS, we would actually use CSS to create this effect. I'm actually kind of using break tags to create a little bit of a visual presentation, and that's a little bit of a no-no, but it's totally valid and it's okay to do this. And in fact, I do this quite often because sometimes it's easier just to throw a couple break tags in there rather than selecting the inputs and make sure that the inputs have the perfect margins and make it global across the site, yada, yada, yada. Sometimes it's easy just to toss in a couple break tags. Who cares, right? It's okay to do certain things sometimes, a couple little shortcuts. A couple break tags. Let's do another label. And we'll say message. And after this label, I'm going to put a break tag because I want the label to be on top of the text area, which is what's up next. And we're going to make that have rows 10 and calls 10. 30 actually, like we did in the previous lecture. A break tag after that, and one last input with the type of submit. If you want, you can add a reset button, but I'm not going to add one. Let's check this out so far. Send me an email, name, email, message. There we go. Submit button. Cool. And then last but not least, after the form, one more HR. And let's do a little copyright footer. Paragraph tag. Let's say copyright symbol. That's ampersand copy. Semicolon. 2015 dash. That's actually used an M dash. That's ampersand MD. DASH semicolon Brad Hussey. Save that and let's check that out in our browser. Copyright 2015 M dash, which is a little bit bigger than the normal dash, and it's bigger than the N dash. This is the M dash. Brad Hussey. Cool. There is our basic website, the HTML project, wrapping up what we've kind of learned so far in HTML. Good job. If that was a little too fast, then feel free to rewind and replay as many times as you want. I'll still be here in the next lecture. See you there.